Hey everybody, Hokius here. It is once again time for more Dark Cloud. I'm sure you figured that out. The day changes. We're still in the second week. Third week? This is the third week. The third week of our adventure. And we've already rebuilt 2 villages. And fought hundreds of monsters. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty overpowered. Pretty ready to wreck some stuff. I have to set my stopwatch, or I'll play for forever and have no idea. Alright, going to the shipwreck. Time to find some more people. Help them out. And get them out of there. Put them back in their houses. Save their lives. Only 2 Atla on this level. Makes me think something weird's gonna happen. But it could just be one of those things. Let's find out. And I did promise you, as I promised you, I will go to the back room this time. Our weapons ABS is full. Make sure we're doing what we need to do. Thunder Holy Flying Beast Plant. Beast Holy Plant. There you go. Upgrade it. When I was researching weapon build-up, I still don't know the exact stats that every weapon needs to build up, but what I did find is that the Wise Owl Sword, one of the reasons it's such a good sword, is that it builds up into the most powerful weapons very quickly. So we still need more Thunder Holy Plant, Flying, and Beast. More Holy. More Plant. And let's do more Flying. Because I worry that if I don't do that, then the flyers will, get used on someone else, and we'll be sad that we had that happen to us. Alright. Just whacking down the same baddies we've been whacking. Come back here. No, stop running. Here you go. Got lots of mimics on this floor, huh? It's a repair powder. That'll be useful with all these mimics we're fighting. Water surface. I don't even know what to tell you about that. Oh, here's a new enemy. A Gyon. Ow, he speared me in the face. And here's an old enemy. And he had the hook. In baseball, there's a term when you remove a pitcher from the game. You gave him a hook. Gave him the hook. He gave me the hook. But I am not being removed from the game. I gave him the hook, so he gave me the hook. Another one of these Biomes. Interesting. Potato cake. A map. Let's eat some cheese, shall we? I like cheese. A mimic. Watch the health of the weapon. And survive hitting him one more time. There you go. Repair it up. Something interesting to say instead of just play-by-play. I guess I got in baseball mode. Play-by-play of everything I'm doing. Here we go. Here's an opportunity to do something different. Get rid of these guys, and then let's see what the back room looks like. Anti-goo amulet. Well, has the ice started melting yet? Ooh. The ice actually melted so fast that we got a rotten fish. There's our guy. He don't want the rotten fish. I guess, you know, the other thing that could have happened is I left the game paused after saving for a while, and I thought that would be, okay, it's paused, the ice is not going to melt. but I may have been mistaken about that. So here's what we'll do is we'll go back to Queens and buy another fish and do better. You know what I'm saying? And the next dungeon, the next floor of this dungeon, the next layer, if you will, we will finally make it to the back room. A lamp. Everybody needs lamps. That rose really wants to goo me up. Well, it can't. It cannot. It has failed. They actually have different sound effects. Oh, once he starts running, he can't change directions. That's an important thing to know. Maximum weapon health power increase. That's good. So basically, dodge him, get to the side, and then you can have your way with him. Excellent. And a mimic. You'll notice I don't use the big attacks very often. That's because they use a lot of weapon health power that doesn't need to be used. Alright. So, we have utterly failed. Use the pulley to go to the next level. So we actually started at the bottom of the ship. I just realized that the hook has been taking us up this entire time. We started on the bottom of the ship. How did we start on the bottom of the ship? Because the submarine can't dock underneath a sunken ship. The sunken ship is at the bottom already. Anyway, let's go buy ourselves a fish and some ice and do better, shall we? I think it's actually going to be faster to go to other area than to run all the way over there. Buy some fishes, because they're so delicious. These fish are not cheap. There are, however, the thing about the fish is that you can go to the back room whenever you want with the fish, which is pretty cool, I think. I believe this is the only dungeon in the game where you basically get to choose when you go to that back floor. No one can stop you. You don't have to wait for random drops. You go pick it up with 200 gilda. You go buy your fish and your ice, and you go, and you're done. Alright. So hopefully this time, when we find the fish area, we'll still have a fish, and I can show you that the ice does diminish. Oh, this is a new guy. So this is Sam. And he looks like a frosty fish dude, right? So, yeah, fire is equipped. Do I have... Let's throw a bomb at him. Just for fun. See if he drops... He didn't drop anything. Well, so that didn't help. I wanted to see what kind of... Oh, the cursed rose curses you. Cool. So that's important to know. That's why I keep this anti-curse amulet on at all times. So it wasn't just whacking me, it was cursing me. But the other one poisons me. Oh, it's a Hokius weapon. So we in trouble. What am I gonna lose? Well, I think we're gonna lose this Basilard. I really should have sold it. Gotta remind me when I go back out there the next time I go to the shop to sell these things. What do I get? We got a kitchen knife. Very exciting, except not. Actually, I think it has an interesting effect. Let's look at it. But I'm not going to use it because the effect isn't worth it. But yeah, so it has quench. And what that means is that when you attack someone, you fill up your thirst gauge. Which is kind of creepy if you stop and think about it. It's a fountain. Now, one thing I've noticed is we're here on floor 7, layer 7 of this sunken ship. I mentioned last time that the dungeons are getting shorter. Or no, I'm sorry. I mentioned last time that the dungeons... Ooh, he throws ice. And then he blocks. But he really doesn't like the fire. There you go. I mentioned last time... Here, let's go over to the back room. That the dungeons were less than 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure they're getting shorter, though. Either they're getting shorter or I'm killing things faster, and so they appear shorter. Because before it was 8 or 9 minutes, it's more like 5 or 6 minutes to clear now. And I don't think they're getting shorter, but it could be that I'm just killing things much faster because my weapon leveling has outpaced the game's leveling. Got some ice. Is that ice? What kind of ice is that? Is that... It's this kind of ice, or is it this? It's this kind of ice. Okay. So, you can see that the ice is a little bit diminished. And we can go ahead and give him this flapping fish. He is a giant anglerfish. He likes the flapping fish. And a young general. Trust the young master and get in that fish's mouth. That always works out really great for everyone who get right when the fish wants to eat you. You get in there and it's always good. I want to know why the fish has a life preserver. If there's one kind of creature in this world that doesn't need a fish preserver, or a life preserver, it is a fish. Oh my. She doesn't look friendly at all, does she? I want to give you... See, and now the ice is further diminished. It will eventually melt. Nothing we can do about it. It did its job. So let's throw a bomb at you. If we can. Oh, that's not even enough to kill you. I think we need... Can you equip ice on your slingshot or fire? Nope. No can do, so stick with the wind, I guess. Unless we switch back over here to Hokius. Oh, wow! She hits hard. Well, that's what we have the stand-in powder for. Let's get Goro in. Oh, my. She is tough. Tough as... Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, that's that. Let's get our best friend. And this is how we're doing this, I guess. These are just too strong. Too strong for melee attacks. So that's why sometimes I don't always use the... Let's use some revival powder, shall we? Make sure Hokius is ready to go when we're ready for him again. That's one of the reasons I don't always go in the back rooms on the lower levels. Because sometimes that kind of thing happens and you get your butt kicked. Let's use some water. And let's do some exploring, hey? Cursed Rose. Big Cursed Rose. Let's use some of this. I got a stamina drink, right? Yeah, let's use some of that. Make things maybe a little bit easier. There you go. Double damage. That's 77 Gilda? That's not a bad thing to get. And there's some ice. Hopefully we find even more useful items than just ice. Since, as it turns out, we can buy that from the odd gaffer anytime we want. Alright. Look at her, she spins with me. Alright, good night. And of course, my stamina drink wore off already. Oh, hey. This weapon needs to be upgraded. I'm wasting my life away. What else do you need? Let's see. You need... Well, we're not going to do that one. We're going to do fish and mages, customize with fish. Well, I don't have anything else. Give you some fire. There we go. No, it was just 7 Gilda. Got a little ahead of myself, I suppose. This is not turning out to be a profitable adventure into the back dungeon. Ice gem is basically worthless. And another one. That's okay. Let's go kill this one monster back here just for completion's sake. We have both the magical orb and the map, so we know that there is... We know that both that there is another room and that there is no reason to go to it. So that's it. That's this back dungeon. Not very useful. Fortunately, we can come back here as many times as we want, and other trips, I'm sure, will be far more profitable. Most of those trips are going to happen off-screen when I get around to doing a little bit of grinding. So at some point, I'll just come back and be much more powerful. Well, we trusted in this far. Of course, now it's a fish eating a cat, which is unusual, but it works. The young general is very, very trustworthy. He deposits us where we want to be. Got an Eevee for my trouble. Alright, and let's get Hokius back out here now that he doesn't have to fear immediately being hit by anything, right? That was an interesting experience. And probably... Do I need to go get water? No, we'll just go down here first. Alright, no more gunny. Probably a waste of weapon health power, but... Oh, I can't switch to him. He's unconscious. Now I'm gonna have to go buy more stand-in powder and more revival powder. Alas. Plenty of soap. Missed me. Nope. Nope. Alrighty. Another gunny. Dead. Since it's pretty weak, go ahead, finish it off. I really am focusing on the owl, this Master Owl sword, for the reason, like I described for you, it is much easier to level up. It has a much shorter path, just one of the best weapons in the game. It also, well, I know I have the items I need to level it up. I just need to keep putting them on there, so... That's kind of why we're focusing so much on Hokius here. For Xiao, we specifically know we don't have what she needs. Until we can find some mages to kill. I guess I could be using bombs on these shell heads for more sea. Is it sea or flying shields? There's a prison. We can finish the sheriff's office now. A sunshade. And we wouldn't want to miss out on one more treasure chest. It's locked. Curse. And it is a turtle shell. Oh, somebody got me. Come here. Stop running away. Can't afford to die again. Still looking for more Xian weapons. That's okay. Let's use this hook. And we're gonna risk it. We're gonna go to the top floor, next floor, and pray I haven't completely screwed myself up. Need more cheese on the big guy. Let's just use Xiao for this floor, though. We'll play it a little bit safe. Oh, well, we are trapped without Goro. It appears we'll have to replay this floor anyway. Anti-goo amulets all day long. The economy of this game is quite interesting. A lot of games by now I would be earning lots and lots of gilda, right? To the point that I would barely need a new enemy. So he's more like the Master Jacket, I guess, because he's got two swords and a jacket. But he's kind of an upgraded version of the Corsia, too. A pillar acquired. Acquired. No more mimic. And it looks like we're gonna have to use some escape powder. Unless he drops the hook we need. Nope. Alright, so escape powder it will be. And we decreased our funds a little bit, so that's awesome. Definitely need to go buy more escape powder. More stand-in powder, more revival powder. We got plenty of things to spend our money on. Since, you know, the only way to do this is with a hammer, you can't just jump on it. That wouldn't make any sense. Let's leave the dungeon. I like how this random bag of powder is more powerful than the Fairy King. The Fairy King cannot mind connect to us right here. But the escape powder works. Totally gets us out of the jam. Makes perfect sense. Alright, Rando. I'm gonna sell you some soap, buddy. I'm gonna hang on to the ice crystals. Need all these. And we do need an escape powder, a revival powder. Take 2 stand-in powders. And we better take some more gold bullion. And yeah. Should we go back in the dungeon for a 3rd level? Let's go back in the dungeon for a 3rd level. Or finish the level we were on, I should say. My stopwatch says there's still plenty of time before this episode is too long. And honestly, I mean, we're kinda need to just keep going, or this Let's Play will last forever if I continue to only do 1 or 2 dungeon levels per video. So 3 or 4 is kind of where I want to be. And maybe the videos will be a little bit longer. Hopefully that won't bother too many of you too much. I'll try to think of interesting things to say as we go. Alrighty. This is the part of the game where I kind of wish I had a second person and we could just kind of talk about whatever. I guess we could talk about the game as we've seen it so far. So the big bad of this game is the evil genie and the general who controls him. And yet, we've barely heard anything from them since their initial attack to start the game. It's been, you know, the genie was controlling the forest god and the beast god. But it wasn't a direct intervention. It was more like he just kind of left a spell on him. That's kind of interesting, right? And I can finish you. Oh, well. Come on. Oh, that was unexpected. And a close-up of his face. Alright, so we can upgrade. Yup. And then we can repair. Just in case the health power had gone up. And we still need more holy flying beast and plant. Fortunately, we have all of those things. Need to find more flying. That'll probably take bombing some creatures in the last 2 areas. We haven't seen a single flyer around here. Oh, come on now. Alright. Getting a little reckless, Hawk. Hawk, my boy. Nope. And you backed into a wall. Now you're dead. Ice acquired. Excellent. But I need thunder. Get in the water. Everybody gets in the water. It's good for you. Running around this shipwreck here. Anti-goo amulet. I wish stealing gave me anything interesting. Oh man, the weapon health power recovered when weapon health power was kind of already maxed out. King's hideout. Now we're gonna get to see King when we go back up. And Jack, or was that Jake? I think there's a Jack and a Jake. Ship's cabin key. You just really like to back up into stuff, don't you? Oh, that was... Okay, that's cheating, is what that was. And of course you're a mimic. Gonna have to eat the last of my cheese. And he gave me a free repair powder. It's the only time it's actually worth anything to steal. Get it done, Xiao. You know, we haven't really used Goro much at all in this dungeon. I don't like to use him because he's a little on the slow side, and I don't mean mentally, I mean that physically, of course. So as you can see, I'm getting my butt kicked. I don't use Goro very often, and that's basically why. Because he always gets hit. Oh, come on. Alright, now we're down to having to use some chicken. Definitely need to buy some food the next time we leave this dungeon. Well, we got an anti-goo amulet anyway. Why can't I steal some bread? That would actually be something useful to steal. Magical crystal. But the game, you can tell, I don't think I'm necessarily playing stupider. I thought I already had King. I don't think I'm necessarily playing stupider, but the game is, I think the game is actually getting a little bit harder. Enemies are getting stronger, faster, more wily. The AI is improving a little bit. I could just be playing recklessly, I suppose. That could be what's happening, but I don't think it is. Here, let's go heal up and give Goro a second chance. It's hard for me to get used to the wind-up on his attacks. Well, got that enemy. And I feel like the enemies in... The enemies in the last dungeon were a little bit slower. Or a little bit better tuned to his timing. There we go. One-hit kills. Always a good time. Hey, fishy, fishy, fishy. Nope, you missed. And you missed again. Oh, what? Alright, well. Stamina drink. One more enemy on this floor. It's another captain. Ah! What a jerk. A little bit glitchy there. A little bit late. It's the second time we've had an attack be a little bit late. A little glitchy. That's fine. No game is perfect. If that's the worst glitch we see in this game, remember, this was before the online always games where developers expect your console to always be plugged in, and so they know that they can patch the stuff after the fact. When PS2 games, especially the early days of PS2, because remember, PS2s didn't even come with internet built in. You had to buy an adapter. But the PS2, that was not an expectation that they were going to be able to patch the game. So this was, any bugs you see in this game, that's what it shipped with. And that's all this game shipped with. That's pretty impressive, especially compared to what you see these days. Now, granted, what you see these days, the games are much bigger, much more complicated. This game has 6 areas, basically. And it's got lots, we've discussed this, it's got lots of reskins. You know, the enemies do behave differently, but not so differently that it's more than just tweaking the code a little bit. You know, there's a lot of stuff that just gets kind of reused. But they do it in such a way that it's disguised well enough that the game is still fun. Holy gem. There's that bicycle. Let's rebuild the town. Let's see. The sheriff's office needs another prison. Oh, it's got 2 bicycles. How about that? So the game is much smaller. It's much simpler than the games you see now. Hi, Hokius! This sheriff's office will resume operations starting today. The town's safety is in good hands. Come inside. The sheriff's waiting. There you are, Hokius, right? You're the one who restored this town, aren't you? What an amazing young man you are. Amazing, isn't he? I'm Wilder, and I'll be glad to help you from now on. If you run into any problems, come to me. Moon Orb? Sorry, I couldn't help you with that. Sheriff, Joker might know something. Joker? That Joker who sells crystals? Yes, sir, he's been acting funny lately. The word is that he's running around to find a rare crystal. I see. He's the kind that does anything for money. Probably trying to stock up on some more weird items. Hokius, that moon orb is sort of like a crystal, right? Joker might know something about it. You should go see him. What? You haven't met with Joker yet? I see. Okay, leave it to me. Sam. Yes, sir. Just a minute, please. Try to make it fast. Here it is. Ah, thank you. Hokius, take this with you. If Joker gives you a hard time, show him this. He'll cooperate after that. Search warrant. Whoa. See you, Hokius. Take care. Tactless one. Oh, hey, they got it's a lovely shotgun on the wall. Alright. Nope, nothing over there. Nope, alrighty. See, I did that second run of that same dungeon, and now I'm having a very long episode, but that's okay. This is the good stuff right here. This is when all the people tell me stuff about their world. A bomb! Let's rebuild as much as we can, shall we? It's a fountain. I don't want to build a fountain right now. Maybe later. King's hideout is not gonna fit over here. Move Jack's store. There you go, Jackie. And now we can put the King's hideout over here. And tries to solve things by force. Brains behind the king. A rich man with 2 followers. Rich man with 2 followers. Jack, a knife-wielding weapon keeper. So there's Jack's store. We can go visit him. And we got Stu, King's follower. He's quick-witted. He's the brains behind the throne, right? There you go. And then you got Jake, King's follower. He's strong. So you got Jake, and you got Jack, and you got Jake's house, and Joker's, Jack's store, Joker's, whatever. Alrighty. Let's explore the King's place. Man, fancy digs. Got a gated community, it's only one building. Can run up to the roof. He's got a swimming pool in his roof, for goodness sakes. And I didn't even... Usually I would expect that to be the kind of thing I have to add on. Whoa, he's got ceiling fans and lamps, and there's the king. This is no good. Commoners don't just walk in and talk to Mr. King. Little boy, please stop barging in to start a conversation. I have to become the mayor and make this town better, but you're an outsider. It's not your concern. Oh, will you please? You are persistent, aren't you? Mr. King is very busy. Stop bothering me. Boy, do you want to work for me cleaning my swimming pool? Do you need some work, boy? My car needs polishing, you know. Boy, don't you see it's a waste of time talking to you? Au revoir. I have to become the mayor and make this town... Okay. Is it okay for my deluxe car to be driven over dirt? That's no good, is it, boy? He wants streets around his house. Well, if you manage to complete my beautiful house, I'll think of something. Don't forget about my car. Do you love that sleek body? Not bad, right? Alright, there should be 2 other fellows around here. Looks like you can't open it. There is a chest over here. A thunder. Just what I needed. He thinks very highly of himself, doesn't he? A premium chicken. Gotta love that premium chicken. Alright, so there should be 2 other guys to talk to around here, right? I never saw you before. I am Jake. I am with Mr. King, the Don of the town. Don't forget it. Hokius. Strange name, but it is okay. It is not my business anyways. Damn, that Wilder guy. He always treats us like criminals. We don't do anything wrong. You could never understand the boss personality. He's actually really amazing. I'll tell you about him sometime. Let me tell you, outsider, never have your fortune told at the divining house. Some guys barely made it out of there. Once my boss is mayor, I'll be his bodyguard. I will protect him even if it costs me my life. Every town has its rules. You need to get used to those rules as quickly as possible. For example, here in Queens, we rule. No one says anything bad about Mr. King. No one. My boss needs to decide. My boss needs to decide. Hey, didn't you forget the sunshade? It's important. Who's this? Well, you must be from out of town. Let me introduce myself. My name is Stu, not like Chunky Stew, just Stu. His name, but, well, the first thing you should, if you're gonna stay in town, is pay Mr. King his tax. The ship that is being used as an undersea treasury was once the Queen's favorite luxury excursion boat. Nobody would believe it now, though. Maybe you won't believe it, but my boss is faithful and goes to the cathedral every week. What? I can't fool my boss? No way! Why am I being treated the same as a moron like Jake? That's not fair. But the boss has vision. I have no problem following him. I would be happy to be an aide once my boss becomes mayor. The ship... Okay. Not my place to say. Ask my boss. Well, I have to ask my boss. I can't say myself. Even if it's something as small as a lamp, we have to put it in the house. I think I can actually finish that house. We got a sunshade. We got a very fancy car. And we got a lamp. Alright, let's go back to the king's house. Hey, we got some cool water effects up here. How about that? Look at this car, for goodness sakes. Just look at this car. Look at it. Holy crap, that is a car. Okay. Stu, seems like someone's at the door. Could it be the boy who restored my gorgeous mansion? Yes, sir, it seems so. Yikes, so he's come? Ah, he'll be coming, he'll be asking for money, and more money. Probably. That's no good at all. Wait, I got an idea, boss. Ah! What? King bullying a boy? Can you imagine the bad press? No, no, you don't want bad rumors before the election. Ah, what do we do? Boss? Eh? Oh! That's it! We still have that option. But that is quite, I don't want to be involved with that. No worries, it'll be okay. It's a 2-for-1 deal. All right. Ah, so you are the kind lad that completed my house for me, eh? Indeed you are. Yes, Hokius, right? How can I help you today? Oh, no need to tell me everything. I get the picture. Wait over there. We'll get you what you need. Yes, something special. It's a nice couch. I love his hair. Check out that guy's hair. That is a lamp. Caius was your name? You see, in this world, there are things that are so valuable, they're invaluable. In other words, there are things money can't buy. And this is one of them. Here you go. In appreciation of your hard work, please take it. I feel like I'm being tricked. Eh? You tell me you don't want it. Why? If you don't have a good reason, then you must accept it. You don't want to embarrass King by going without letting me return the favor. Then please accept this and be on your way. Whoops. Uh-oh. Bright light. Oh, dear. Hey, I remember who the next party member is. How can I serve you, King, darling? Nope, it wasn't me. I haven't done anything. Oh, I see. It's not you this time, huh? Aw, that's no fun. So, it's you guys this time? And how can I serve you? No, it's not me. I don't know anything. What? No, it couldn't be. You called me for no reason? That's not good. That's not good at all. King, darling, I sense it in the air lately that every time I come out, you seem upset. Or is that just my imagination? Upset? Me? No, never. Don't be silly. You never upset me, really. Then say my name out loud. Come on, with feeling. Ruby. The great genie Ruby. Yeah, that's the spirit. But you know my greatness already. So why do you go and call upon my greatness and majesty for no reason? Well, actually, he called you. Totally worth it, right? Ah, so you're the one, the boy everyone is talking about, going around fixing the world. Wow, that's awesome. And is this dark genie that's caused this mess that powerful? Stronger than me? Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm in. I'll fight that dark genie with you. Just give me a holler when you need me.
Hey!
Ruby has become an ally. Alright, so honestly, we're getting kind of long. We can go talk to the other people next episode. Yeah. I'm gonna spend a little time buying and selling things and generally getting ready for the next episode. Excuse me, but that's it for now. That's all I've got for you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.